Picture this, an inferno so powerful it burned over 1 million acres of land, left thousands dead, and turned a bustling town into ashes in a single night. This is the story of the Peshtigo Fire, the deadliest wildfire in American history, a catastrophe that, strangely, almost no one remembers. What happened on that fateful night? How did such devastation go unnoticed? Today, we're uncovering the dark details of this tragic event and the lessons it left behind. In the late 1800s, Peshtigo was a small but thriving town in northeastern Wisconsin, nestled along the Peshtigo River. The town was a crucial part of America's growing timber industry. Lumber mills dotted the landscape, and vast forests fed an insatiable demand for wood across the country. It was a place of opportunity and prosperity, but it sat in the heart of one of the most densely forested regions in the Midwest. And in 1871, that abundance of timber would become fuel for one of the most devastating fires the world has ever seen. October 8, 1871 started like any other day for Peshtigo's residents. But by nightfall, a firestorm of unimaginable proportions swept across the town and beyond, reducing everything in its path to ashes. This wasn't just a wildfire, it was a firestorm. A perfect storm of heat, wind, and flames moving with terrifying speed. As the wind whipped up to hurricane-force strength, the flames jumped rivers, devoured forests, and leveled entire communities in hours. The Peshtigo fire spread across over 1.2 million acres, leaving little more than ash and embers. Over 1,500 lives were lost, many so completely consumed by the flames that no remains were ever found. The fire was so hot it melted sand into glass and made rivers boil. But what could have caused such an intense disaster? Let's look at 3 theories that might explain how this tragedy began. Though the precise cause remains a mystery, 3 main theories have emerged over the years to explain how the Peshtigo fire may have started. Theory 1. Railroad sparks. In the 1870s, railroads were expanding rapidly, and workers often used controlled fires to clear brush and timber. But in a region thick with dry, combustible material, it would have taken just one stray spark from a passing train to ignite a massive blaze. Many believe that a spark from railroad work started the fire, a simple mistake with horrifying consequences. Theory 2. A meteor shower. On that same night, wildfires erupted across the Midwest, including the Great Chicago Fire. Some historians suggest that a meteor shower may have been responsible, with fragments igniting fires over a wide area. The Peshtigo Fire and the Chicago Fire happening simultaneously might not have been a coincidence, but rather a tragic cosmic event. Theory 3. Slash and burn agriculture. The third theory centers on common farming practices of the time. Local farmers used slash and burn techniques to clear land for crops, leaving behind piles of dry brush. With drought conditions worsening and fires already common, it's possible that a brush fire grew out of control, sparking the massive firestorm that consumed the region. As we uncover the story of the Peshtigo Fire, here are 5 incredible facts that shed light on just how unprecedented this disaster was. Fact 1. Same day as the Great Chicago Fire. Both the Peshtigo Fire and the Great Chicago Fire occurred on October 8, 1871. While the Chicago Fire grabbed headlines, the Peshtigo Fire was deadlier by far, claiming more lives and covering a larger area. Fact 2. It created fire tornadoes. The Peshtigo Fire was so intense that it created fire whirls, or fire tornadoes. These spinning columns of fire reached hundreds of feet into the air, leaping over rivers and forests. Witnesses reported seeing flaming embers carried miles from the main blaze. Fact 3. The heat was strong enough to melt sand into glass. The fire reached temperatures over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt sand, leaving behind patches of glass. This gives us a glimpse into the terrifying power of this blaze. Fact 4. It is still America's deadliest wildfire. Even today, no other wildfire has claimed as many lives in the United States. The sheer loss of life and property dwarfs that of more recent fires, with over 1,500 known deaths and countless others unaccounted for. Fact 5. A tragedy largely forgotten. Despite its scale, the Peshtigo Fire is relatively unknown today, overshadowed by the Chicago Fire. Newspapers at the time gave it little coverage, leaving it largely forgotten in American history, even though its impact was catastrophic. The Peshtigo Fire forever altered the community and changed how we view wildfire management. Those who survived had to rebuild their lives from nothing, their land and homes completely destroyed. The tragedy highlighted the dangers of unchecked deforestation and poor fire management practices, leaving scars that would persist for generations. The disaster also laid the foundation for modern fire safety and forestry practices. Today we recognize the importance of controlled burns, fire breaks, and sustainable forestry. Fire management teams around the world study the Peshtigo Fire, using it as a case study in both prevention and survival. The lessons learned from Peshtigo have contributed to advancements in firefighting techniques and wildfire preparedness, showing just how much can be gained from understanding this devastating event. The Peshtigo Fire is a story of destruction, resilience, and hard-learned lessons that still resonate today. We may never fully understand what ignited the blaze, but the impact of that night is etched into history. If you found this story compelling, share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think caused the Peshtigo Fire? Don't forget to like and share this video to spread awareness of this nearly forgotten disaster. And if you're interested in more incredible stories from history, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.